Hello, I'm Mike from GroveStreams. In this video, I discuss stream rollups, or also known as time-based aggregation. It's important to understand stream rollups as they play a central role in GroveStreams. Rollups can be used by many other GroveStreams features such as derived streams, event detection and alerting, the GroveStreams structured query language, and by our dashboards. I'm the founder of GroveStreams. Before GroveStreams, I designed meter data management and rate calculation engines for the energy industry. After that, I was a lead architect for one of the largest business intelligence software companies in the world. My experience told me that rollups were going to be central to GroveStreams. They needed to be real-time and scalable, simple to use, and not require any programming by our users. After a lot of coffee, whiteboarding, and banging my head against the wall, GroveStreams rollups were born. GroveStreams is used by the largest energy utility in the U.S. for one of its demand-side management microgrid programs. This validated, at least to me, that the design was a success. In this video, I'm going to show a quick demo of a rollup so that you understand what it is, go over cycles and rollup calendars, walk through the details of a rollup, and finally, I'll show where rollups are used within GroveStreams. This organization was created as a sandbox organization. It has an energy and temperature sensor feeding data into it. If you'd like to test drive GroveStreams, go to the main page and select Support Test Drive with a Sandbox organization. We use this organization to test rebranding. The GroveStreams logo has been replaced by a rebranded logo, GS Flux. We'll go over rebranding in another video. This smart plug sensor, located behind a refrigerator, is uploading 1-second current readings every 10 seconds. As you can see, it's a 1-second interval stream. We can change the rollup cycle to zoom out and view the data. We're now viewing a rollup of the 1-second intervals into 1-year intervals. Notice how fast that was. Over 60 million data points were evaluated to get us these figures. They were retrieved in milliseconds. We can click on a year and drill into it. Technically, we're just viewing the quarterly intervals that were used to calculate the yearly intervals. Clicking on a quarter brings up months for that quarter. Months brings up days, then hours, then 5-minute intervals, and finally back to the base 1-second intervals. As I just demonstrated, rollups are great for drilling in and out or zooming in and out of large data sets. It allows us to explore the data and identify patterns as data is arriving in real time. Rollups are also important in the business intelligence world. For example, our electric meters might be recording hourly, but we're mainly billed on monthly usage. Monthly billing amounts need to be calculated and made available in real time, allowing smart homes and smart factories the capability to make real-time decisions to lower their electricity costs and thus lowering their footprint on the environment. To understand rollups, we need to understand cycles and rollup calendars. Cycles and rollup calendars are created and associated with every stream by default, but sometimes you'll need to customize them. The current stream we just viewed has a base cycle of 1 second, and it has a rollup calendar of years, quarters, months, days, hour, and 5-minute intervals. Cycles and rollup calendars can be viewed and managed under the Tools tab. Let's go over what a cycle is. A cycle is a unit of time that repeats, or we can say a cycle describes an interval size. For seconds, it's a 1-second interval size. A reference time is needed for when a cycle starts and stops. All cycles will be calculated from that reference date and time. I like to set a reference date to slightly in the future. The closer to now, the faster time calculations will be in GroveStreams. Open your cycles and increase the reference year every couple of years so time calculations remain fast for your organization. Notice that a time zone can be selected for a cycle. This is because some days will have different starting and ending times depending on the time zone and daylight savings. This day's cycle is configured to use the component's time zone, which is the default. A season cycle is an example of a custom cycle. Start and end date times are specifically entered. there can be no gaps in the ranges. A roll-up calendar describes which roll-ups to calculate. It is made up of a collection of cycles. There are a few constraints which will be validated by the GroveStreams servers when the roll-up calendar is saved, such as each previous cycle must roll up evenly into its parent. 5 minutes must roll up into hours evenly, hours to days, and so on. The maximum number of roll-up intervals allowed per roll-up is 1,000 intervals. For example, there are 12 5-minute intervals in an hour. That's less than 1,000, so it's good. There are 24 hours in each day. It's good. 31 days max per month. It's good. And so on, all less than 1,000. The maximum number of roll-up levels are 10. The last two constraints ensure calculating roll-ups during a stream upload remain fast. Cycles and roll-up calendars cannot be edited once they've been associated with a stream. This is because they're bound to the stream data in the store. Instead of modifying existing cycles and calendars, create new ones and associate them with streams that have existing data. Let's go back to the stream definition. Remember, a base cycle is selected in the component stream editor along with a roll-up calendar. If you change to a different cycle or a roll-up calendar and stream data exists, a stream reconcile will take place. That means all roll-up statistics will be recalculated for that stream in the store. Not a big deal. GroveStreams is designed to handle these types of changes while streams are uploading data. If you know you'll never need roll-ups, then leave the roll-up calendar blank for a stream. Feed upload performance will improve a few milliseconds when there are no roll-ups to process. You should have a high-level understanding of what a roll-up is, but let's go into the details a little bit more. This is an example of a 6-cycle roll-up calendar. Assume the first 60 seconds of a new year is uploaded. The base cycle is a 1-second cycle. During the feed put, the base cycle intervals, up to 60 of them, are aggregated into a single value and set in the 1-minute interval roll-up stream. 60 intervals of the 1-minute roll-up stream will be aggregated into a single value and set in the hour stream, and so on up to the year roll-up stream. Each level of a roll-up calendar is actually calculating and saving 10 different statistics. Now, a stream data type can determine what statistics will be available. For example, the max statistic is not calculated or available for a stream holding text values. The list of statistics here are ones that are pre-calculated and saved. There are other statistics that are not listed here. They can be calculated using the ones in this list, so they don't need to be saved. I also want to list all the streams calculated and saved during a stream feed put, but they wouldn't fit on this page. But you get the idea. 55 roll-up streams are being generated and maintained in case they are needed. They are saved in the same transaction as the actuals so that they are available at the same time and are consistent with the actuals. Roll-up streams are automatically calculated when stream data is uploaded, updated, or deleted. You might be thinking it's a waste of CPU and disk time to maintain all those streams when they might not be needed at all. Not really. The Rollup engine is extremely fast and disk space is cheap now. Our design allows our users to use Rollup statistics without doing any modeling or programming. They're just there, they're fast, and they're consistent. Finally, I'll show where Rollups can be used within GroveStreams. They are used in the Stream Viewer, which I showed earlier in the video. They are used for stream event detection. This event will start when the daily average exceeds 3. The cycle and function are selected in the advanced section of the event. This event will be evaluated during every feed upload, every 10 seconds for the current stream. GroveStreams provides the capability to aggregate millions of streams across components into one stream. Sometimes we only want to aggregate daily totals. The day cycle can be selected here, along with its sum statistic. This prevents our aggregation engine from aggregating millions, probably billions, of 1-second intervals. Selecting the day cycle tells the engine to just use the day sum for each stream. Be kind to our aggregation engine and use the cycle feature. GroveStreams provides the capability to derive a stream from an expression of other streams. A stream's rollups can be used within an expression. In this example, the monthly cost is being calculated using the monthly average rollup, a cost per kilowatt hour point stream, and a monthly base interval count. With real-time expression derivation, that is, derivation occurring at the end of a feed upload, the derived ongoing monthly cost stream will be available right when 1 second current data arrives. As you can see, this is very simple to set up. It's very intuitive. Next, I'll show where rollups can be used within dashboards. This is our new dashboard designer. I'll add a couple of widgets and add the smart plug current stream to them. I'll select the 5-minute sum for the line graph. I'll select the annual sum for the big number widget. Notice the values are being updated as data is being uploaded by the smart plug. Our HTTP and MQTT APIs work with rollups. Visit our HTTP API support pages for more information. Rollups can also be used within a GroveStreams SQL statement. We have several examples on our GroveStreams SQL support pages. GSSQL is based off of the SQL standard. We added extensions that make it easier to work with time series data. Stream values, including rollup values, are referred to as samples by our SQL language. Notice how the cycle rollup and the cycle statistic can be specified in the query. This statement will return a weather station's hourly maximum afternoon temperatures for the last day. The next two queries demonstrate how cycles can be used in other roles besides with rollups. This query is using the month cycle to determine the start and end date times of the query. And this query uses a year cycle with the previous cycle to calculate the start and end times of the previous year. You now understand the concepts of time series rollups within GroveStreams, how they are used throughout our platform, how they are available automatically without doing any modeling or programming, how they are available for real-time calculations and event detection. Thanks for watching.